Greetings all, it's Blue Knight, and welcome back to Paper Mario. Previously, we returned to Toad Town and see that it's in quite an uproar. A bunch of Shy Guys have invaded the town collecting, or should I say stealing, various items, closing off a bunch of shops and places, and just upsetting the entire town as a whole, especially the stuff that they stole from, or the people they stole stuff from, rather. Scratch that reversing, you know what I mean. And we also collected a few star pieces along the way, went back to Mars house, you know, the usual between chapter business. So today, we're not gonna do anything about restoring the chaos in the town, and just abandon it altogether, because we're gonna go do some more star piece collecting to places we've already been to. And to start things off, we're gonna go all the way back to the very first place that we did appear in slash crash in. That is Gooba Village. And the first one I remember, another one of the few star pieces I remember by heart that's trapped underneath, is the very spot that we happened to land in. Yeah, you wouldn't think that this remote location would serve any purpose, turns out it did. We just didn't have the means to access the secret collectible at the current time, or at the time back then. And that's not all we could find. In the place where we found Goopa and his hammer. Yeah, right there. Right behind the hover block that we had to break, which was the first gray block that we did encounter in the game, is another star piece. As long as we're here, we can quickly show this off. Bo's new ability via the super ring that she got back at Blubba's castle, Spook. Surprise enemies and scare them away from the fight. So just like with Smack, push back the control stick repeatedly. And that's all it does. Like I mentioned before, you won't get any experience from scaring off enemies, so much like with Parakarry's airlift, it's pretty useless. You're mainly getting the strength upgrade for Smack when it comes to Super Rank. Jock! You! I've been waiting to see you! I didn't see you at all when I was back at Gusty Gulch. Where the heck were you? I guess he's not a fan of dry places. If that's the case, why did he appear at dry desert at one time? And then all the times beforehand back in the previous timeline. What color pants was he wearing? Red or white? Yeah, I know, just give me your star piece. I'm actually collecting those, so it was kind of fortuitous that I did come across you. Still doesn't mean I don't like you. My resentment with him is just gonna grow bigger and bigger the more I do happen to come across him. I still forget things very easily. That's kind of a character flaw of mine, actually. This will be a huge waste for star power, but I don't care. Let's show it off. Star Storm. Attack enemy with the star's spirit power. It's pretty much the way it just goes. But you can admit that's gonna be very helpful down the line. I can't wait to use that on some really strong enemies. As I'll say with my whole character flaw thing up, I can hold a mean grudge. That's what I was talking about. That's gonna be why I'm not that much of a fan of Chuck Quizmo at the moment. Anyways, the reason why I wanted to come back here was that by crossing the bridge from the Gooba King's fortress, we could find another star piece. And now we're back at Koopa Village, which, of course, means one thing. I actually forgot about this since we got in between chapters. We gotta do more appearances with Koopa Koot as well. Joyous day. Yeah, I know, what a squeeze us in with all of our traveling to find more star pieces. Which reminds me, I should stop by Merlot again to see if there's any other badges I can pick up since I'm doing that. I'm not a quite as mobile as I was in my salad days. And as a result, I feel like I'm losing touch with the outside world. A newspaper would be the best way for me to catch up, no? would you mind reading the Toadtown news for me? You could tell me the news then. My eyes are so good, see? Get some glasses. It's worked for me my whole life. Don't spare the juicy gossip either. I'm all ears. You don't even have ears. Hurry up if you can. I'm losing touch here. Promise me you will. Come and get some. Oh. I was kind of hoping that by doing that, since I already read the news before, that I could just bypass the whole traveling back to Toad Town sequence and tell him there. I might handle that too, that floor panel. But as soon as we're done with all this whole star piece collecting and now Koopa Coot favor running thing, we'll do that next. Creepy crazy daisies! You're pure class, Mario! Ah, so that's what's going on in the world. I'm not sure I believe all those wild tales, but I suppose if you say so. It's nice to catch up on the current lingo. I've had a hard time understanding youngsters lately. Now I'm hip. Why don't you take this from me? Your hip? No, I don't want it, please. Don't give me your hip. You're gonna need a hip replacement if you're gonna do that. No, it's just another coin. Another stinking coin for this stupid old fart. That's what I have listed in my notes, actually. I just typed in stupid old fart after learning how to read the news for him. Well, he asked me a favor. I've been ailing a bit lately. I like to get a life troop, you know, just to have on hand in case of emergencies. I must have one, I must! Please, please find one for me. You should be able to find one at select shops. Please hurry, I'm not feeling well at all. You promised to return. And that's why I got the live stream, not just for my own benefit, as much as I would love to have it for myself. Oh, by the musty shroom, you're a peach, Mario. Last time I checked, I'm not wearing a dress. Or am I pink? I feel 10 times better, 20 years younger. Maybe I'll go jog after my nap. And this reward, surprise, surprise, another coin. I've been going to the playroom. I found this old thing since the last time I saw you. Ooh, the gold credit now. It gives to me at the playroom since I was a frequent visitor. You can have it now. Good luck, make money. Yeah, if Jump Attack was able to go by, that ain't happening. But we will try this out sometime soon. So now we can have access to another game back in the playroom. We'll go back there once we have business to deal with in Toad Town. Now for his next favor. I do have this sudden craving for one of Tasty's scrumptious nutty cakes. Secret ingredient is the coconut, which grows on certain trees. If memory serves, which it doesn't always, you can find them near someone's house. I don't know if it helps, but you still have to find one for so Tasty can make the cake. Man, doing this impression is just wearing my mind out. Getting pretty famished actually, would you hurry up? We do have a couple of those in reserve. Once again, it was supposed to be for myself. But fine. The sooner it shuts its old bag up, Jock! The sooner it shuts this old bag up, the better. And would you look at this? We found Chuck Quispo for the 5th time, which means we finally get a new question. About time too. Which of Mario's battle commands is on the far left? Strategies. I remember the red flag and I know what that usually represents. And their star piece is ours. Yeah, I know, 5 out of 40. Or 64. I wish it was 40, it'd be a lot less. Still, that would make writing any easier. Oh, by the way, as long as we're here, we can step in front of this tree. And if we head southwest of it, which should be in this direction, yeah, this direction. Right there is another star piece hidden underground. So 2 in the span of like 30 seconds. I swear I associate this music more with Koopa Koo at this point than anything else. To me, he pretty much represents Koopa Village. He just represents a really big, boring part of it. Bouncing bob-ombs! I owe you big time, Mario! Oh, this is heavenly. I'm nutty for this cake. Here's a reward for you. How do I maybe so go so obsessive like that? Maybe that cake was a lot more delicious than I thought. I wish I would know because it was reserved for myself. No favors at the moment. Good. That's all we had for now. I swear though, the amount of favors that he has is a lot less than I remember it being. Maybe I just remember them being so frequent in every chapter and the rewards just not being that good apart from the few star pieces that you do get from him. Maybe that's what's caused me to remember him to have much more favors than I initially thought. Or at least much less favors. So we'll head back to Pleasant Path, which is the road that takes us to Koopa Village from Toad Town. Because if we head all the way up here, near those candy canes, we should find, as you might guess, another star piece. Right between the three. Next up, by going to the next scene, we get another star piece in front of the tree. If you remember, this is where the bush would be, where a Koopa Troopa would come out and attack you. That's just the next screen that's right to where those candy canes were. And now it's off to the outpost. Chuck! Every time I see him, just brings out the anger in me. It may not sound like it, but trust me, I'm not happy to see him every time that I come across him now. How many windows does Gooba House have in Gooba Village? 2? I figured that'd be wrong. And this is another reason why I'm not grinding for Chuck Quizbo questions. Some of his questions can have some really stupid, well, questions for him to ask you. Like, who's gonna pay attention to that on their first go? Not me. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that the actual answer was 3. That has to be it, because there's no way it could have been 1. So the reason I went to the outpost that right on top of this house, where we're going to see Mustafa, was another star piece hidden underground. How did it not fall through the ceiling down to the actual house? Don't ask me. Paper Mario logic. And by extension, Nintendo logic too. Almost forgot, Merly's spell ran out some time ago. That could have been useful to have back in Gusty Gulch in the Blubber's Castle. So I'm getting that refilled now. We've got a lot of coins on hand. 50 coins is practically chump change to us at this point. Back in the desert, if you come across the stone cactus, just go straight ahead from the outpost until you find said cactus. Get away from Mr. Twister, I don't have any business with you today, nor ever after that one occasion where we were here at the desert. It's another star piece. And that's not all we could find. If we could further backtrack to Colorado's camp, we'll find something else. Once again, just keep going straight ahead, or straight back rather, and eventually you should come across the camp. I think it was right here. They may have just tore down the camp and left when they did complete their excavation in the ruins, because we couldn't get to that tree before, but now we can. And because of that, we got a letter to Goopa addressed to him in Koopa Village. Now we're gonna trek even further back to Mount Rugged. Ah, there you are. I was waiting to see if I could come across you. So this is at the second slide by the looks of things for Mount Rugged. So I'm pretty sure there was one other slide. Yeah, this was the first slide. So just go through that if you're coming through the train station way. And among this bunch of Monty Moles that you'll be ambushed by, right over here is gonna be where the next star piece you want to find is located. At the bottom of this slide, near that wall, while a bunch of these Monty Moles are trying to hit you with rocks. You know, one more for the road. We haven't killed him yet, so it's fine. He'll just forget about it once we do come across him. Again, if we do that. I figured as long as we're doing this, we might as well deliver this letter very quickly. From this wait, Davy Bowser will be a fine time, yes indeedly. You're Koopa, correct? The name's Parakarry. I deliver letters. I believe I have one for you. Hang on a moment. Another letter duly delivered. A postman's job is never done. Now, what could this be? Koopa Coot. I have a bad feeling about this. Oh, trust me, I have that feeling too. So I'll read it later. In fact, I suggest you burn it. Burn it right now. He's probably gonna be asking 50 favors from you, which would be really bad because you're an elder. You deserve a time to rest. Follow the old Coot's usual backstabbing gossip. You need to get up, or what's the point of sending all these gossipy letters, huh? I know you're pretty busy, so thanks for delivering this. Why don't you take this as a token of my thanks? Star piece. Thank you very much. I was actually not intending that to be a star piece at all. I thought it would be something else. Well, to my surprise, it turned out to be very topical to today's episode. Aha, there it is. So on our way to Shooting Star Summit, right near that sign is another star piece. And coincidentally, since we're at the summit, there happens to be another one. It's just south of Bro Lovely's house. Should be right around here somewhere. It's a big area, so I'm gonna do a lot of ground pounding if I want to find out where it is. There you are! Right next to the staircase, or practically near it. And as long as we're here, might as well head on up and see what badges we can get from Merle this time around. Merle never has any badges that get unlocked when you go farther into the story. It's always the same stuff that he does have on hand, and we have enough to buy everything. Nice. Wait, 25 for a Power Plus badge. Okay, I thought that was something else that he was offering. So what can we get for 34? Flower Savers could be very important. Saves 1 FP every time you attack. How much? How much BP? Yikes! I figured it'd be expensive. 6. Holy cow. Maybe if I have 4 BP to work with, I might go for it. I'll get Zap Tap just so I can show it off at least once sometime down the line. I mentioned that it could be very useful for later fights, especially those that could be ridiculously painful to you. In the meantime, I get twice as many coins as usual. Interesting. I'm gonna actually go for that. Money. There's never such thing as too much money. Okay, never mind, no. 7 BP? Heck no, I ain't training myself to that. Maybe pretty lucky, that might work out. 3 BP, now that I can live with. For 5 star pieces. And we'll get payoff too, just to get that out of the way. What does payoff even do, actually? The more damage Mario takes, the more coins he receives. Ah, risk of reward type of badge. Okay. Never used that before. Might be curious to experiment with it a future playthrough. I'm gonna spring for these two as well, at the happy badges. Happy Hearts only has 3 BP need to be used. And the last one we can get for now is gonna be Happy Flower. Those might actually be ones I'll consider using if I need to have a huge emphasis on my HP and FP. Won't guarantee I will be using them, but it's something I will consider. Chuck! You again. At least I'm finding you a lot more often now. I just hit B again. I completely butt mash. I can't believe I did that twice. Why do I keep doing that? Oh, oh, I have such a butterfingers for button mashing. Man, I'm just blaming Chuck for that. He's making me do this so much more than I need to usually. Another time, another day, he'll show up. And when he does, I got my hammer ready for him. I'm gonna make sure I pound his face in. So anyways, we've done all we could do for now when it comes to collecting the star pieces in the world, at least the ones we have been to in terms of previous locations. But believe me, there's gonna be a whole lot more in the places we have yet to see. Furthermore, I kinda have to blame Koopa Coot doubly for that nutty cake he got because I actually wanted to have that reserved for something else I haven't shown off yet, but that's gonna have to wait till another time because since Tasty got her frying pan stolen, I can't cook anything for a while. But you can bet, the moment I do get that frying pan back, I will take care of that one thing that I want to do with the nutty cake. So just one more reason for me to hate Koopa Coot. Man, all those small inconsistencies and small things just really add up when it comes to him. So next time, I decide that we are gonna go down further into the sewers after we bash this panel in with our spin jump. Until we meet again, farewell for now.